When did you guys started Yamcha?
After the Standard Chartered run.
2019, I think.
2019.
Yeah. But I started vlogging and doing YouTube, I think the same time as you started this as well, 2015, 2016-ish.
Nice.
Yeah, and I felt like that whole depression, I can totally relate when I read that story. You know, legit, I'm not going to lie, you know, when I drive back at 3 a.m., I contemplate suicide, man. Because it's like, yeah, it's that bad.
Chill lah, John.
No, it's really bad. You think about every day, you know. I remember I worked till 3 a.m. for like a whole month. A whole month is like a long time, you know, 3 a.m.
Didn't you know you were getting into that?
I didn't know it was going to be that bad.
Did you see a psychologist? Or?
No, I didn't see
How
any
do you
therapist
get
or
out?
whatever.
Quit your job. Oh.
Yeah, I resigned without a plan.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then as I was having a cigarette in the, you know, the emergency staircase in every big building. So in Ogilvy last time, they used to smoke there. So I resigned, and then I was having a cigarette, and there was this lady, her name is Sulin. And I still remember this until now. So Sulin, I was speaking to her, and then she usually doesn't smoke. And she was only there for contract for a year. I mean, for a month, sorry. And then she asked me for a cigarette. I'm like, wow, you smoke, man? And she's like, yeah. Then after I gave her a cigarette, started smoking. And then she said, you actually speak very well for a person in client servicing. Why do you do it? You should be a writer or something. Then I'm like, I don't know. I always thought my English was just mediocre. You know, I don't think I'm a creative person when it comes to writing. I only know how to like rhyme, like shlom with plom, that type of thing. Like duff and fluff. You know, all these type of stupid things, right? Then she was like,
you can rap, what? So you can.
I mean, after listening to all the music, right? Then she offered me a job. She's like, let me call my junior, and then I'll get you a job as a writer. But on condition you help me with my pet, like, I don't know, she helped dogs or some shit like that. She's like, you help me write a short article to prove that you can write, I'll get you a job as a writer. Then I'm like, is it in advertising again? She's like, yes. Then I'm like, I really don't want to be in advertising. But when I did work there, I was very fortunate because I think we left at like 6:30 every day, 7. And it was so good because my ex-boss, who was on this podcast as well, Wing Kyong, I remember, right, on my first week with the company, right, working in that company, he told me, hey, I watched your vlog. You really sleep in your car. That's quite hardcore, man. Because I went to Fraser's Hill and there was no hotel rooms. And I was like, fuck me, the MD is watching my vlog.
Fraser Hill, no.
Oh, he was the MD.
Yeah, he was the founder of the company. And he was like, hey, you should keep it up, man. I think you will come up to something, you know, on YouTube. Then I like, thanks, Wing Kyong. Then I had Yong Tau Fu with him and then didn't really talk to him for like the remaining year and a half. And he resigned after that. So I didn't, but we still keep in touch. It's just at that time. Then it really clicked with me. It's like, wow, actually when I have time after work, I can do things I like. And that's how I made the transition. No? But depression is a real thing, man. And I think it's whether you really talk about it. And I talk about it, man, because I feel like if you understand it, you just make a change. Just don't submit yourself to this shit. Life's too short, man.
Yeah. That's true.
Right. If you're not happy, right, just fucking quit your job.
Yeah, just stop whatever.
Yeah, you can work a part-time job somewhere and then like have time to recollect what you need to do.
Right.
Just, you know, fuck that, man. It was really bad. 3 a.m. every day is not good, man. Yeah.
Contrary to where this conversation is going, I feel, in my experience at least, having a full-time employee life isn't all that bad.
It's great.
Yeah.
But you better find the right one.
You gotta find the right one, I suppose. A bit of luck. But it's definitely possible.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think working at Ragnit was an example of that. I worked there for a year and a half.
Yeah.
I still work with my mom. I mean, there are some days where I have to work really late, but it's not as bad as that time. That time was like, I don't know whether people can really understand, you know. Every day until 3 a.m.
That's quite messed up.
It's not right, you know.
Yeah.
Every day, you know, Monday to Friday, you know.
But do they pay you well though?
No, shit salary, 1.8K only.
You should have left earlier.
Yeah.
Wait,
Take
1.8K?
home. 2.4 is the one.
Bro, what is